the world will be gathered in New York City for the United Nations high-level meeting. United Nations high-level meeting on TB, which is a follow-up to the meeting that was done, the first meeting that was done in 2018. So as a country, we made commitments back in 2018. So the Minister of Health and Childcare, working with the Stop TB Partnership Zimbabwe, is in the process of doing stakeholder engagements so that we have an opportunity to review the progress the country has made in terms of those commitments, and also come up with key asks and commitments that the country, particularly our leadership, have to make in 2023. Quite a number of issues have come up and quite a number of gaps have been identified and discussed. And I think the most significant one for me is limited resources for TB control. So I think what is coming out from the stakeholders from across the regions where these meetings have happened is a call for increased resources for TB control, particularly domestic resources for TB control.
Our focus was to ensure that the TB voice and the TB interventions and TB program is advanced, but at the same time we also wanted to ensure that the country has a consultative process in terms of the key asks or the important commitments that the country should then be making ahead of the United Nations high-level meeting that will be attended at the highest level in New York. We got presentations from WHO, from all the stakeholders, so that people then can get to understand the importance of the United Nations high-level meeting. I think one of the other emerging things that also came through was the limited resources, the domestic financing that's still limited, and for us to sustain the response. And end TB. TB is a century-year-old disease, but we continue to struggle with it. It continues to kill more than 4,400 people a day globally.
I do feel that this meeting is particularly important because it gives us an opportunity to come together and sensitize each other about the certain issues that are affecting TB patients, TB stakeholders, and everyone involved in the programming process in its entirety. In general, in this meeting, we would like all involved stakeholders to continue to engage each other and prefer solutions to certain predicaments that seem to affect everyone. Because in general, we have to agree that everyone is either infected or affected by TB.
I'm a small-scale miner, mining in Zimbabwe. At the same time, I'm the chairperson for Zimbabwe Association of Women in Mining Associations. So I'm happy to be one of the stakeholders who are being consulted in this process for Stop the TB. As I believe TB and mining, we cannot draw a line, especially in the ASM and also in the small-scale mining sector. That's where I believe there are hotspots. Why am I saying so is there's drug abuse. There's a lot of drug abuse. They believe they need to take those, the alcohol, those whiskey, undiluted whiskey, those daggers, they need to smoke that in order to get the strength to dig and extract the resource.
This kind of engagement like the one that is taking place here, I think these are quite critical because they then make those people that are up there to then make informed decisions when it comes to allocation of resources. In fact, I think the most important thing is to get the views, of stakeholders, people that live with the TB survivors, with the TB champions, with people living with HIV and AIDS.
Kuitwa neJoined Hands Welfare Organization akanakira kuti anotizivisawo zvinenge zvavapo nekutizivisa kuti TB yaderera here kana kuti iri kukwirira mumaprovinces akasiyana siyana, uyezve kutizivisa zvakare nzira dzatinodzivirira nadzo TB nemishonga iri kutorwa panguva idzodzo kuti yakutorwa sei mishonga iyoyo kune vanhu vari HIV vari nezvakare TB.
Izvi zvinotibatsira kuti it's a collaboration meeting inoita kuti ma-stakeholders akasiyana siyana zvichienderana nezvatiri kuita tiise musoro pamwe chete padambudziko ratinaro rechirwere cherurindi TB. so tinoshare my ideas